because the presentation is about to take place with Justin Gimmlestob on court, introducing the great man, Roger Federer.
This is the 9th time that Roger will win the Stefan Edberg Sportsmanship Award, the 11th time the fans' favorite award, and the 2nd time the humanitarian award. I'd like to introduce the ATP Player Officer and Barclays ATP World Tour Finals Tournament Director Andre Silva and Alexandra King, representing Moet and Chandon, who will present Roger with the trophy. Now, how about your biggest round of applause thus far for the Barclays ATP World Tour Finals, his 27th award since 2003, the incomparable Roger Federer.
Switzerland's Roger Federer is the winner of the Stefan Edberg Sportsmanship Award for a 9th occasion, as voted for by the players, and he is the recipient of the Arthur Ashe Humanitarian Award. This year, the Swiss Maestro became just the 4th player in ATP World Tour history to record 900 match wins. Roger Federer is also the winner of the 2013 ATP World Tour Fans' Favourite Award, presented by Moet and Chandon, for a remarkable 11th successive year. Voted for by the fans, it's a moment to savour. Congratulations, Roger.
All right, Roger, remarkably, your 27th award since 2003. Let's start off with the Stefan Edberg Sportsmanship Award. I know that means a lot to you because of what Stefan meant to you as a competitor. How meaningful is it?
Well, it's very special always, just because, like you mentioned, Stefan Edberg was my hero growing up, and I always admired his sportsmanship, so to follow in his footsteps and hopefully be a good role model for future players is very important to me. I always try to play fair. Clearly, you got to be tough out there. It's a tough sport, but I really like the camaraderie we have going at the moment between all the guys, not just the top guys, but the rest of the players as well. So it's a great award to win, and I thank all the players who have voted for me.
That's another interesting part about this, is that the 3 awards are all voted on in different ways. The Sportsmanship Award is voted on by your peers, the Humanitarian Award is voted on by the ATP staff and executives, and the Fan Favorite Award is voted by people like yourselves. And the Fan Favorite Award presented by Moet and Chandon, it's the 11th straight year, so that means that spans 2 generations. In this day and age, with social media and access and people's opinions being heard, for the 11th straight time, you are voted the favorite player on the ATP World Tour. How special is that?
Well, it's a bit overwhelming, to be quite honest. I've been in the game for a long time, so that has maybe helped me a little bit to gain a lot of support and fans around the world, and I'm very thankful to all of you guys always showing up to the stadiums. The ovations I get walking onto the court when I'm being presented is just beautiful. I feel like I'm playing at home almost everywhere I go now, and that's what keeps me going, what keeps me playing, keeps me working really hard in the off-season. So I can't thank everybody who has voted for me enough, and all the support you've given me over all the years. And that is, yeah, I'm forever grateful, so thank you.
Now the third award, honoring Arthur Ashe, the humanitarian award. You've done such incredible work with the Roger Federer Foundation. I know what Arthur Ashe means to you, and I know what your philanthropic work means to you. It's been an incredible run with the foundation. How valuable is that? And update us on where you're at with the foundation.
Well, it's something very personal, of course, on so many levels. It's not something I ever thought I could ever do. When I was a little boy, I was thinking of playing tennis, you know, on the ATP Tour. That was my dream, really. And then very quickly did I realize, because we had great leaders in our sport who did a lot of work, like Arthur Ashe or Andre Agassi, who did a lot of work in the foundation area, that really inspired me as well. And today, or this year, we're celebrating the 10-year anniversary of the foundation. And I'm very, very excited to do more things in the future. We've touched the lives of 50,000 kids so far, and we have a very ambitious goal to touch 1 million lives of kids with quality education by 2018. So this award is really gives me a lot of motivation, inspiration to go forward and push more and learn more about it. And it's a great honor for me to receive this award for the second time.
Roger, congratulations on behalf of the fans, the ATP staff, and the players. Thank you for everything you have done and continue to do for the sport. Roger Federer's 27th award since 2003.
Well, talking of humble champions, there is another, and what a difference he has made. He's talking there about the foundation that he started in 2003, supports children in Zambia, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Malawi, South Africa, Ethiopia, and his native Switzerland. And he's very much involved in that, and travels to those countries to see the work done. And also the fans' favourite, he talks about that 11th time that he's won it. He got 56% of the votes. Rafael Nadal was second in that. And the Sportsmanship Award, well, he was nominated along with Juan Martín del Potro, David Ferrer and Rafael Nadal, but he has come away with all three trophies. And there he is on court, and those pictures will take place for some time. So that was, I mean, lovely to see him out there. It's a shame they didn't announce it earlier, because a lot of people left, and I think, you know, after a long match, if they'd have known that they were going to hear from Roger, it would have stayed.
Everybody's been talking about what a bad year he's had. He's won 4 trophies. I don't know what the problem is. He's won in Halle, and now he's picked up 3 more. But I think it's thoroughly deserved. I mean, he's so well respected. He's such a great ambassador for the game, and he's a great leader for the players. I think the example that Federer and Nadal have set the younger generation moving forward, the way that they interact, how accessible they are with the media, and also their on-court attitude and persona, it really is first class, and they've really been able to sort of lead from the front and put the game in the position it is today.
I mean, 3 very honourable awards there. I mean, I don't know which one that he feels, you know, most about. Really.
Well, I think he takes the humanitarian award very seriously, because his background is South Africa, and he's seen a lot of hardship, a lot of youngsters growing up there, and I think that continent means a great deal. You know, we always think of him as Swiss, but he's half South African, and I think he feels very much for the plight of children suffering in South Africa and countries surrounding it. So probably that one. He's always going to be a fan's favourite. I mean, it's the way he plays the game, it's the way he handles himself, and he speaks so well as well. If only other sports could have people who spoke so articulately as he does. I mean, what he wants to do is he wants to win some more tennis matches still, which is, the next time we see him, he's going to be playing Gasquet, probably to stay in this event. So whilst he's still got the motivation to play and to win and to improve, he's always going to be saluted. I mean, in 3 years, we'll probably still be saluting him, because he'll still be around trying to get in amongst the very top 2 or 3. He's going to be fascinating to watch in the next year, 18 months.
He'll still be winning the fan favourite, even if he's not playing the game.
He'll be in the
probably will. Just turn up for a doubles and he'll probably still win it. But it's incredible what you actually, when you look at his record and everything, you know, because this year we're talking about, oh, well, he's only won 1 tournament, but you look at his Grand Slam record and all that he's achieved, it is, I mean, truly outstanding.
It is. I mean, the list of his achievements is really endless, whether it's titles won, Grand Slam titles, consecutive Grand Slam semi-finals, consecutive Grand Slam quarter-finals. I mean, it is incredible. And I think for some people, after the year that he's had, the losses that he's had, losing to Stakowski in the second round of Wimbledon, and you know, having a disappointing US Open, some people are questioning why he has the desire to keep going if he's having those poor results. But I think that is the beauty of Roger Federer, is that he has enormous passion for the game. It is obviously much more fun when you're winning, but even though he hasn't been winning quite as consistently, he still has the desire to go out there and enjoy the game, enjoy the process, and hopefully win more. And he believes that he can win more. If he didn't believe, I'm sure he wouldn't do it. But absolutely, I think with you know, the way that he's played in the last couple of weeks, it's been moving in the right direction. He'll be extremely motivated to have a good, you know, off-season at the end of this year and really hit the ground running in 2014.
But going back to what we briefly touched on at the top of the show is, you know, Novak saying he's not as fast as he was. Is he moving? Can he last 5 sets in Grand Slams? There's a lot of questions still to be answered.
Well, I mean, yeah, he can last 5 sets, but can he give his best for each of those 5 sets, or does he have to take a little bit of time off in a match? As soon as you take a little bit of time off, these other guys, particularly, you know, obviously the top 3 with him, Murray, Nadal, Djokovic, they're going to capitalize on that. It's what Djokovic particularly does to Federer's second serve, which is a worry. If you're looking at in purely tennis terms, in Paris in the final set, Federer served 9 points off the second serve and won one of them. Djokovic has the greatest returns I've ever seen. Agassi right up there, and Connors as well. But I mean, how are you supposed to resist that when you are 5, 6 years older? It is a very, but it makes it interesting. 17 Grand Slam winner, the great man himself, trying to resist that. He's going to have to find a way. He's blown people off the court long enough. This is a different phase of his career. And if he still wants to hit the ball, maybe there is a way. I think Wimbledon offers the best opportunity there.
Absolutely, and he's done it before when we've questioned whether he was at his best. He's come back and proved us all wrong. But also when you look at the depth of the game with obviously Djokovic, and you talk about, you know, Murray, and there's Ferrer, and then Del Potro, but you look at someone like Wawrinka, there's Burdick, there's all of those. I mean, to win a Grand Slam now, and Janowicz, you know, to win a Grand Slam, it doesn't just start from the semi-final stage. You've got to beat big players.
No, it certainly doesn't, and Roger showed, you know, this year that he's human. You know, if he doesn't play well, he will lose early. But I think when you talk about this caliber of players, you know, Nadal, he had 7 months off. He's come back and he's achieved the #1 ranking. That is because he's one of the greats of the game. I reflect on Sampras. Sampras lost second round to George Bastel at Wimbledon. And all of a sudden, you know, people were saying, oh, he's got to retire. He's got to hang his rackets up. He's damaging his legacy. And, you know, 3 months later, he won US Open. And that was against the odds. That's because he's one of the greats of the game. And I feel that a lot of people have been very, very quick to write Federer off. There's no doubt it's going to be an unbelievable challenge. Probably his greatest challenge if he were to win another Grand Slam. But when you've won 17, you've got the experience, the confidence that goes with that. I'm reluctant to, and I'd love to see it because he's not going to be around forever. And I think we should make the most of him while he is.